Now, while the campaign against rape and gender-based violence is gaining more traction, the Minister of Women and Humanitarian Affairs, Poland Talon, says Nigeria recorded 3,600 cases of rape during the COVID-19 lockdown. Now, this disclosure has been generating reactions. Social commentator Mary Koku joins me now on Skype from Abuja. Mary, it's good to have you join me right now. 3,600 rape cases during the lockdown. A lot of people from the comments we're hearing saying that we could have, or it's possible that the numbers are even more than that, because some of these things sometimes are not reported and sometimes people don't come out to say anything. What do you make of this?
Feedback you're getting will probably be the right feedback. In the sense that these 3,000 plus cases that have been reported by the Honorable Minister for Women Affairs may not even include the over 100 cases that our organization received in the first week and the second week of extended lockdown. There is also this issue, culture of silence in our society that have constantly held back on the getting a credible data as far as SGBV is concerned. A lot of people do not report cases of rape. Those who report get victimized and get badly treated sometimes. So it's really make a lot of people not to report. So that culture of silence is there, and stigmatization also make people not to come forward and report cases of gender, especially sexual rape and all that kind of gender-based violence. If we are able to report more, you'll probably be getting more numbers than the minister has given up, reported. The police has also said 717 cases were reported to them. So I don't know if that forms part of the 3,000 plus that the Honorable Minister has put forward. But bottom line is that people need to really break the culture of silence and speak out. The shame should really be on the perpetrator and not the victim. We should say more, speak out more, amplify voices, and because that will be the beginning of getting credible data to be able to design the institutional frameworks and the right laws to ensure that gender-based violence is really reduced to a barest minimum in Nigeria.
All right, now we see the National Assembly trying to work on this and fine-tune the laws, removing gender restrictions here and there. How does all of this add up to the fight against rape and violence at that level?
Well, what the National Assembly is doing is okay, but we need to also be careful with that. Initially, penetration was one, strong case for rape. But what the National Assembly has done recently, they're beginning to gender everything. So both the man and the woman is equally gendered in some way. They have had cases where men have come out to say, I was molested as a boy by my aunt. I was molested as a little boy when I was young. I was enjoying it, but I didn't really know what it was. So there have been cases like that. I think that is why the National Assembly is doing what they're inclusive gender mainstreaming, where every gender is really being looked at when it comes to this act of violence, that it can happen to anybody. Your son can be sodomized, your daughter can be raped. So it cuts across gender. So I think it's a welcome development, but we also need to be careful when designing these legal frameworks to ensure that there is a power play here and one gender is obviously suffering more than the other, and that the number is totally disproportionate, and we should look at the number and the class difference or power differences, because an act of rape, oftentimes you find out that it's a power play, that one person is more powerful than the other and asserts that power and takes commit bodily harm and take what do you call it? Take advantage of somebody you're stronger than. So we need to have a holistic look at the issues. But I must say something, that this gender-based violence is not just the government issue. It's not only the government that can handle it. It is a societal problem. So it will take the society, all of us, has a role to play here to ensure that this hydra-headed monster is drastically reduced.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mary Koku, for your time and insight into this. We really appreciate you.